Hello everybody, welcome to the official live cast of the World Championship play-in match round 1 between Pikachon and his Elven Union versus Ghorghor and his Dark Elves. As you can see, Pikachon won the toss, chose to receive. Ghorghor going with a Christopher B build. He's got the 4 Blodge Blitzers, the Wrestle Witch Elf and the Dodge Assassin. 3 rerolls and an Apo. I think it's a very strong build. Probably what I'd use if I had taken Dark Elves to this tournament. And Ghorghor is Canadian, qualified through the Bloodbowl tournament. And Pikachon is French and qualified. Oh my god, I can't say this. I can't even try to say it. Casgland du Vieux-Monde. I don't know, but I don't know how you meant to say Casgland. It's mental, isn't it? Right, dodge. Sprint catcher is not what I would do. Stat dodge tackle rather than dodge diving tackle. I think dodge diving tackle is just better, right? Like, even though, yeah, tackle lets you hit Amazons and stuff, diving tackle also just lets you mark Amazons, which is pretty good. It stops them dodging away from you. So I do like the diving tackle. I think it gives you a lot. It gives you a lot of things, diving tackle. I think it's better than tackle. Because in this game, obviously, he gets to tackle things, but in a lot of games, he won't get to tackle anything. So I think diving tackle is just better, generically better. Though, it depends, I guess, what you struggle against personally, what you think is the best thing. Obviously, dodge on the other wrestle's reasonable. I mean, also could have done a dodge wrestle there as well. Leader throw is fine, but yeah, I hate not having dodge on this. He's actually got 4 dodge, right? He's gone for a Eurobowl build. Maybe he didn't know he was allowed more dodge because sprint is not it. This is also not an anti-blitz setup at all at the moment, so he's still got a bit of time to fix that. PC, you're keeping both sounds on. You absolute lunatic. Oh, this is the vampire ball look. I was going to change the vampire ball, I just unlocked it. The bats appearing and disappearing around the ball. There you go. Cacophony. Watch a different game with that muted, yeah. Fantastic. So yes, it's better in this format, Retro. So the thing about the Assassin is, in progression, it's rubbish. Because it costs you money, and it gets SPP, and it dies. But in Resurrection style, it's just a Wood Elf Lino, right? Like, you're just getting a Wood Elf Lino, and you're not paying for it because there's no opportunity cost, right? That's the thing. You're not getting matched versus a harder opponent. You're not giving away inducements. You're not, scoring on him instead of a good player. So there's really no. It's like there's a lot of things like that in tabletop where when there's no opportunity cost for this guy, he's just a Wood Elf Lino instead of a Dark Elf Lino. And then you give him dodge, you've got a bit more speed on your team, and then maybe he'll stab every now and then. Maybe. Cheating on your build with it. Yeah. Yes, Pablo's, yes, exactly, yes. Sidestep catcher's just definitely better as far as I'm concerned. Okay, when you're holding the ball, this is quite good, isn't it? Because you have the bats flying around you. Or through you, as the case may be. Maybe we'll find out, Bucky. that was a blitz into an extra hit, wasn't it? Which would have been like alright. It doesn't get an AV break. The Elves have got 12 players and no Apo. Whereas the Delves have got 11 plus an Apo. Oh, and I guess the Dark Elves won a reroll on the kickoff. Did the Pro Elves as well? No, just the Delves. So they've got loads of rerolls. I guess that's why they haven't got an Apo, right? They've got 4 rerolls. They had 3 rerolls and an Apo. Not what I'd do. So on teams, I'd take Ghorghor Bay. And on coaching, he played me in the round of 32 last year and was totally fine. So I think I'm picking him to win this one. Glorious logo. It's going to screen off, and Pikachon's got to make something happen at some point, right? He's got time to be a little bit what's the word? Patient. I actually don't like standing that guy up, right? Because either leave him down or 2+ him out after you've done the splits. Because you could push him to there and then run away and then stand this guy up and 2+ out. So, seeing as I got accused of being a hater the other day by somebody, and then, you know, I'm really trying to say why things aren't good. I'll do my best. And now he's going to get punched. 75% knockdown. Then he's going to get 55% knockdown. Then he's going to get 55% knockdown. So he's almost certainly going to get knocked over and an armor roll on 8+, and then maybe hurt, maybe killed. Not good. This is a 1 in 36. Not under any pressure to do so, so didn't have to, but then on the other hand you get the movement 8 player, so like, you know, you've got a dodge movement 8 player, so like it is good to get it on the catcher rather than the thrower. It was relatively safe, wasn't it? Thank you very much, Soleno. I'm going to do my best.
I am here.
I'm going to do my best. They did a kind sir, they really did. But well, they said Art and Jimmy, which I don't think you should put us together. But yeah. So going for the same thing here, right? Ghorghor Bay obviously wants to blitz this guy because he's defenseless and he's a catcher, which is better than hitting a defenseless lino because you get more value for your removal if you remove them. But it means that this guy's going to be left in contact, right? Oh well, I mean, he gets a great removal. And there's no Apo as well, so very value in getting that knockdown. But it means that he's going to take this block back. Unless, like, maybe he crowds this guy and stops the block back. And he does get the block with block first, doing it this way. So he does get that, doesn't he? Whereas this is going to be a blockless block. So that wasn't particularly good or bad, right? It was just a trade-off of this guy. I was still not stood this guy up, right? The same thing as last time. I just wouldn't have stood him up. I would have brought in the assist, punched him, and then decided to 2+ away or to blitz this guy with block. But this way he gets the block with block and he hits a high value target, so it might be better to do that. But then I think if you do that, you leave him down, right? That's the only thing. I think you just definitely leave him down if you do that blitz. Not that blitz is wrong. What is the dodge blitzer at the back doing? Or this one. I mean, he could have run around his elves, couldn't he? Thank you very much, so you know. Yeah, it's like I'm trying, you know. Like I realise that I've already alienated a lot of people, and they might be lost forever, but maybe they're not. So that's good, isn't it? So this is risking your leader here, which isn't ideal, but like you don't have anyone else you can risk. But you should probably cage up the ball before you do this hit, right? It's a blockless block. And look, he gets KO. That hit that he gave up needlessly leads to a removal. Because like let's say he's gonna, like, now with that removal, let's say he cages here. Is it that much better than caging here? Not really, right? He could have just already caged here and had the ball totally caged. If that was a dub skulls, quad skulls, all of a sudden he's getting the ball sacked. And so there's just no reason. And if that had been a 136, he'd have got the ball. Well, he wouldn't now because this guy's still up. But if this had been a dub skull, I think this is still a bit light, right? You can 3-2 through here. Oh no. Yeah, 3-2 through here. So he might go for the ball here. Dodging a rush for the assist and a 3-2 to hit the 2D the ball. Like, lots of elf players would do that. I wouldn't, but lots of elf players would do that. PC and Drunk Divvy, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, look, I can still have fun as well, can't I? But I think with this being the official World Championship casts, maybe I should try and be nice guy Jim for these. And like, I want to help people, right? Like, that's why I did it. So that's why I started streaming. So if this gets people to help people, then that's good, isn't it? Elves versus elves, yes. Tree, hello. I mean, this isn't a bad rules pack for elves at all, is it? Like, the dark elves are absolutely one of the meta teams here. It's just that people obsess about Mighty Blow Tackle as if what happened versus Tyra happens every single game, and it doesn't. You could, yeah. You can always join. Just like, you know, I said that already to Andy and Tree. We've got a little casting group chat thing, so always welcome. Just ping me and, you know, you can come on, of course. Elf's gonna elf. Doesn't get the follow-up block. Could have hit from this square, right? And then got a follow-up block. With 4 rerolls, I think it's worth getting the follow-up block. Sometimes you don't want to get the follow-up blocks because, you know, you might 1 in 9 and waste a reroll, or, you know, you don't want to leave your, you know, maybe he wants to move his throw to the back of the cage and leave the linos in front. Yeah, the wood elf. It wasn't a great pack for wood elves, but it was fine for dark elves. That's the thing, right? The thing is when the packs are like this, it becomes more enticing to take the dark elves. Not that I think that the dark elves are even better than wood elves, but because wood elves are used to getting more than dark elves when they get the same, people tend to gravitate towards the dark elves. And what pushes him there? Again, he could have done exactly the same thing, right? Push him here and then get another follow-up. Very strange to not get. And this is bad because now if you push it, you're going to get marked and punched yourself, unless you jam in on him. So yeah, again, a strange push direction. It's a removal. Yeah, it's completely fine. Yeah, it's not. It's a completely fine pack for woodies. But just that's the thing, isn't it? Generally, people who are elfy types are quite happy playing any kind of elf, and then tend to go to the thing that they expect to have more with. These playoffs are from the arena qualifiers. No, Bron. This is the World Championship. The arena qualifiers were for the arena finals, which is completely different. I've got the right logo, haven't I? Yeah. This is the World Championship. So people qualified through these through all various means. And I did say how these two qualified, but I can't remember. Oh, Pikachon was a French league, and Ghorghor Bay. Can't remember. Yeah. Crenball, thank you, a kind sir. Yeah, Crenball. Yeah, the mighty blow tackle humans, but I genuinely think that's the most overrated thing in tabletop. Ghorghor Bay is Canadian. I don't know if he's French Canadian, but he's Canadian. Well, there we go. A kind sir has thought some things. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, PC. Wood elves are probably like tier 1.5, right? And then, so it's pretty difficult to tier them correctly. And then, so they tend to get taken by everybody when it's too generous, and taken by nobody because people think, oh, well, I'll just take dark elves instead. Turn 5, so the clock is ticking a little bit, so it decides to pile in a little bit. With only one witch elf, there's less serfs, isn't there? And obviously sidesteppers as well. Yeah, I never bother thinking, kind sir, so yeah, you're inspirational for me. Well, I mean, there is a very juicy surf on, but we'll see if he even thinks of going for it. He might not even try, right? He might just think, I'll play normally. Playing normally is a completely reasonable thing to do. You don't have to devo it. He's been very lax with the ball here, hasn't he, Pikachon? A more aggressive Dark Elf coach would have gone for the ball already. So yeah, he's dangling that out for him, whether purposefully as bait or just lacks ball protection, one of the two. Interesting. Well, he's not going for the surf. He could have surfed, right? He could have assisted with a different player, and then pushed him to there, and then the witch elf could have blitzed, and then pushed him to there. Well, I guess pushed him to there, and then there, and then surfed him out, and then like 2D'd this guy, but then you're in danger of getting surfed yourself, so he probably just didn't like all of that. And then these have got a long way to come over, so I don't think he was going to really ever go for the surf, but it was possible. Again, we've got the classic Artemis hatred inducing thing here. Just take your safe moves before you do the blitz. Now, of course, he might rush, in which case it was fair enough, but it's very, 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 very likely that he does. Very unlikely that that's why he did it. You know, people just tend to not do those safe moves first. I've been called Blood Bowl's Mr. Nicer, kind sir, but only by myself. Does the 1 in 4 rerolls, it can easily reroll that. And then chain that other guy away. Which leaves, you know, maybe a decent switch on, but it is turn 6 already, isn't it? Honest Jim. I am honest Jim. Can't argue with that. Rick is the nicest man in Blood Bowl. I just said Mr. Nice because of the, you know, the drug dealer guy. Not that I'm a drug dealer, of course. If you're listening, Kia. It just made me chuckle. So turn 6, the critical turn, right? The critical turn on offense and defense is turn 6. Pikachon has to be able to get into scoring range next turn. And, I mean, he doesn't have to go very far forward, right? Because he's movement 8. Howard Marks, yeah, that's the one. Thanks, Chaos Warrior. I couldn't remember his name. The problem is, like, if you do like the swing to the other side, like, so what, right? He can just follow you. So it's not doing anything. And then, like, trying to break through the corner is what that you'd like to break through the corner, but it's not easy, is it? Yep, the Blood Bowl community is rather nice, isn't it? He was really nice. People even said I was nice in tabletop. If you can believe that. Oh, he's rushing. With the ball not completely exposed, but certainly not what anybody would call safe. Gone deep into time bank here, Pikachon. Yes, nice compared to whom, I guess, that is the pertinent question, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Not in range. Which, you know, it's not really a big thing, is it? But it is better to be in range than not be in range. Like, you don't really want to give Dark Elves 2 turns back. Has he forgotten to move the rest of his team? Why are these going in here? This seems very dodgy. I mean, okay, well, it's. Don't see why this is better than here, to be honest. Oh, he's got to play. I mean, he's going to get 2D very, very quickly, isn't he? That's not what I'd have done. He's not going to stab him, just blitz him with block. Block's just better, isn't it? You're 30% with a reroll. That's way better than stabbing him. I mean, you do have to roll a 2+. To be fair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You do, but this way you get to base in with the assassin first, and then you do this. And if it fails, at least you've got him based by the assassin. Doesn't get him down, has to reroll. It's not even 30, he's not blodge. So he was 55 with the reroll, it's way better. I thought it was blodge, so it was 55, so it was really super easy. Barely an inconvenience. He's going to double rush to pick it up. Might as well, honestly. Yep. And then these both being on tackle sucks. He can 3-2 out, he can 2 out. So does a 2 out with him, her, whatever. Oh, and then just blocks. Okay, fair enough. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Just block this one, and then that gives you the 2+ out from here as well to go in front. No, just punching. Also fair enough. This one can also come around, right? I think I would have done a bit more dodging there, honestly. But yeah, that was a bizarre move by Pikachon. He spent like 2 minutes of time bank and still just did like a panicked deep field potato. Oh, and then he's open with dub skulls. Amazing. Okay, well this guy should have been the assist, surely. Surely this guy should have dodged off to be the assist for the hit on the ball. I guess this guy can get there. Yeah. Surely this guy was hitting the ball. Oh, he's got tackle, so he's going to blitz with it. He's going to blitz with a blitzer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rush, rush. Okay. Full power. Yeah, see, I think the dodges would have been better, right, rather than just this punch. Rather than this punch, imagine if this guy had like come out here to make that harder, right? And the witch elf could have been out there or something. He could have tried dodging. It's a bit riskier, but like you could have had this in a full cage, right? I would have tried to get it in a full cage. That doesn't make it better. It would have been riskier, but it would be a bigger payoff, wouldn't it? Has to get into range, which he does. And then this guy can roll a bunch of dice to get remotely in the way with anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. Nope, we're just not getting in the way at all. Okay, well now, obviously Wrestle Witch is the blitz. Four dice. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Just go for the dodge off. I'm not over the moon about that, but the problem with this is he couldn't block it to free it, right, because it's sidestep. Only one reroll. Oh, he's got no rerolls. Oh, I was going to say only one reroll. I was looking, only had no rerolls. So, okay, with no rerolls, the dodge is definitely correct. Yeah, just stand. Should have done that first, though. Right? Should have done that first. No rerolls. Stab. Should have done that even firster. So we've got some turn ordering issues here, right? He had no rerolls, so absolutely stand up, stab this guy to start the turn. And in fact, you could have stabbed him before you stood up, and then you've got dodge again, right? So you stab him before you stand up, and then now you're not dodging off tackle, so now you could even make a dodge with him. He probably wants to be a scoring threat, doesn't he? Shadow if you don't get ball carrier down. Movement 7 shadow on a movement 8 player. dodging off tackle. I don't love its surveillance, but yeah, okay, there is an argument for it. There is an argument for it, but I think it's incorrect, but there is an argument for it. Yeah, you want to get him in range. Could have got a second into range, right? This guy could have double dodged to get a second scoring threat into range. Give him more to worry about. Still, like, it's still very possible for the Proels to score here. Just does the one, gets it, outrageous. I think it's probably worth doing the 1 in 9 to make this 2 dice. But now, oh my god, the greed pays off, and he just gets to hand it off to this guy. Shadowing doesn't work. Shocked Pikachu face. 2 2s. There we go. Well, perfect 8-turn stall. Nothing to see here. Never in doubt. But he's taking some damage as Pikachon, so I don't think Ghorghor Bay will be too upset about that. I think, yes, you're 1-0 down, but the problem is, if those KOs come back and you lose the toss, you've got a good chance of just losing, haven't you? Or at least going to kicks, because he can just quick score and take it to kicks, which is probably what he should do. But I think Ghorghor Bay will be somewhat confident. No reroll for the 1-turn try. Honestly, you probably just surf this dude, right? Yeah, so now, yeah, I think it's worth going for the surf, so stop him surfing. Stopping him surfing a good player seems reasonable. This isn't really stopping a 1-turn, so you should probably just set up against the timeout, I'd say. He's not in the surf square, but you could still surf him, couldn't you? Like when you don't have to do an offensive drive at all, this guy's definitely getting surfed. And if you can't work out how to surf him, you can sign up for coaching. Jimmy Fantastic. JimmyFcoaching@gmail.com. And for £300, Fimir will be there. So I'd probably just set up for the timeout. Maybe set up for the quick snap, but it's hard. Like, it is hard because Dark Elves are rubbish at 1-turning. So it just makes the 1-turn hard. I guess you've got to set up for the quick snap. Yeah, you just got to. You probably have to, right? So if he had set up for the quick snap, which he just probably, again, as I say, he probably just should have had to, right? You get a blitzer there, you push him in there, you block this guy, you fill there, that blocks him to there. And then you've got a witch elf here, who then pushes him too. So like, it's kind of easy. I guess you've got to fill this one, which is a pain in the ass. It's not that bad, is it? And then you've got no dodges to make it all. So yeah, you've at least got to set up for the quick snap. But didn't. With no rerolls, the quick snap's still going to be difficult. But like the fact that you could. The fact that the quick snap, you'd put him there, and you can still blitz as well, right? So you could have just blitzed somebody as well. No, yeah, in that case you probably want to blitz down into there. In fact, you could have just done a normal 1-turn, couldn't you? Yeah, you should just set up for the one turn, probably. Because you'd have the whole method there, and then you'd push to there. And then there. And like, it'd be out here somewhere, wouldn't it? No pushes at all, maybe well clear the screen. The fact that he had the tight LOS made it a lot easier. But still unlikely, so still probably at least set up for the quick snap. If people don't want to go for the one turn and just want to max damage, that's fair enough, right? But if you're doing that, you should still factor in the quick snap, because the quick snap makes it so much easier that I think you've got to at least set up for the quick snap, even if you just decide to just bang on players. But then at least give yourself the option of, if you're on quick snap, then you try the one turn. I think that just has to be correct. I mean, it's arguably the one turn was the correct play anyway, but it's definitely better when you get a quick snap, I think. Failed all 4 KO rolls. Classic dice rolling there. So obviously this driver's already won from Ghorghor Bay. Inevitably going to score on turn 8. All he has to do is play safe. Don't give Pikachon any easy hits on the ball. Don't let him, like, harass you. Well, just beat up his 9 players and score on turn 8, and then hope you win the toss, really. Because if he wins the toss, he can just score quickly, and then it's hard for you to score 2, isn't it? Just instant surf here. So this is the problem, isn't it? This is a problem, this surf, because all you have to do is play safe, and then your opponent is giving you a surf on his dodge catcher. So that's really, really tempting to take, isn't it? Really tempting. And then you've got to set up against the blitz first and foremost, right? 9 Ls. Just don't lose to 9 Ls. So maybe he's not going to take the surf, but God, I'd really want to take the surf here. Like, it's so easy. Yeah, it's so, like, the surf is so easy. It's so easy, but the problem is you've got to anti-blitz setup, right? You've got to it's more important that you anti-blitz setup. So make an anti-blitz formation first, and then work out if you can surf after that, right? That's what you should do here. In my opinion, that's the correct play, is to obviously do your anti-blitz with this guy here so he can surf. Hey, Steve. It's still possible to surf here, but it's like a bit rubbish, isn't it now? Brilliant coaching. Pikachon gets a 5th one. So yeah, oh my god, then dub skulls with overtime. Yuck. So yeah, I think you should definitely set up. Like, it's super easy, right? You just put a player there and a player here, and you have a player here, and you push him, and then he's off. Like, it's so easy. You almost had to. The only thing is, you do want to set up an anti-blitz as well, right? So it's hard to hate on him for setting up somewhat anti-blitz. I mean, yes, the stab did get a serve, but it was just a lino, wasn't it? This looks like he's blitzing him to not surf him, which seems weird. Because why have you've based this guy because you're going to blitz him, and now you've double based him. Maybe it's to cover the pickup, right? Maybe he's just thinking 2 players in there, and he's going to put like a couple of players here as well somehow. But like, this can block one, and then you can get round the side. So that doesn't seem good. And this can block this one as well. But because he doesn't want to rush, right? He'd have to rush. He'd have to rush. So he's trying to save the rush. I think what's better is to hand off backwards. I think he should try to get a blitzer behind him. And then not have these there, right? Have one there, but he's rushed anyway. If you're going to rush anyway, then you just definitely don't double base him, right? That's just no need, I think. I think either you put these in to try and stop the rush, and if you're going to do a rush, then it's just better to do a handoff afterwards than a rush, isn't it? Because then at least if you fail it, you don't have a dead blitzer. So. It's like the Witch Elf could have gone for the pickup and handed it off back or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think blitzing the throw is crazy. You've got to blitz this guy. Like, you have to blitz this guy. Like, there's just blitzing the throw was kind of crazy. When there's a catcher right next to the ball, just blitz that. Yeah, just a 2+ through the middle. Didn't go for it. Was that his turn? He's ended his turn? What did he do? Yeah, this was a bad turn from Ghorghor Bay. It was bad at all points, and he didn't really get anything from it. So, yeah. Yeah. He's really got... Dude, he's got 5 rerolls. I don't think losing one's going to kill him. Normally, like, it is pretty good. It's pretty good, right, going for a thrower. It is pretty good going for a thrower. You take out one of their rerolls. He's unprotected. He's AV8+. It makes a lot of sense going for the leader. But, yeah, when there was a catcher, like, right in front of the ball, you just had to blitz that catcher. You just had to. There was no choice. And this guy could have been one back, right? So he could reinforce this corner. I guess if he puts it there, it's good enough, isn't it? This seems a bit too... just a bit panicky, yeah. I guess you're right, Average Joe. It just all feels a bit panicky. A bit like Chunter versus PC, wasn't it? Where he just went right down the field, and Metal Malta as well. He made like a really deep push. Well, not really deep, but like he made a concerted push on turn 2 of the drive. I just think just chill, just stand here in a full cage. No need to have a half cage over here, is there? There's no need to give up this hit. And this hit. Just take your hits here as Pikachon. Like, you're not stopping him, right, with 8 players. So just punch things. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a little bit tilted. This is nice, isn't it? Hitting the Witch Elf. I would have like, you know, thought about coming up here to blitz him and let him 2+ out and punch him, but you know, targeting the witch elf. No, don't use a reroll. So I don't like using the reroll there, because even though you've got 5, I'd save them for overtime, and then, you know, if you lose the toss and you can do things, and you're really unlikely for this to matter, right? Like, stunning it isn't getting you into the drive. You're only looking for a KO that doesn't come back after 2 chances, or you're looking for a Kaz. So it's such low payoff for re-rolling that. Now, well, such low odds of the payoff. The potential payoff is great, but the chance of it happening is low. I don't know what the hell this dodge was. He rushed. Okay, well, you shouldn't have rushed. Reroll should have gone on that, so your guy didn't die. Oh, he did re-roll it. He just snaked. Oh my god. Oh my god, he did re-roll it. Well, I would have used 0 re-rolls there. I would have punched him, her, and then not moved from where I was. And instead he used 2 re-rolls to achieve absolutely nothing. So I think the why there is pretty clear. Yeah. Hello, surveillance. Yes, these are the last 5 rounds of the game. Last 5 games of the round. Oh my god, can't speak. The last 5 games of the round are today. There's this one now, and then there's 4 in the evening / night. Now he's blocking without block. Again, you just have to make a safe cage with a block blitz, right? He's just basing him for no reason. It's weird, isn't it? Weird when, like, you know, you need reroll conservation. You can't be making blockless blocks with 2 rerolls, and the only way you can win is taking it to overtime, right? Ghorghor Bay cannot win this game in normal time. So he's only winning if the game goes to overtime. So you just can't use any more rerolls this drive. Like you had to on the dub skull. But now you need to just not reroll anything. So you need to only block with block, and you need to make the ball safe first. Safe moves first. Block with block. No risks. No problems. That's what you need to do. Let's go Bay. Any good ones? Honestly, I don't know a lot of the names or a lot of the teams. I know that at 18 UTC we've got the goblins, you know, the Ripper and Varag goblins. So that should be good. And then a kind sir is playing at 1930. And the other people, I don't know who they are, to be honest. They could be good. I just don't know them. Doesn't go for the 4+ in. Could have done, right? Like I'm not saying it's a good option, but like it's probably the best you're going to get for the rest of the half. Basing the ball with sidestep, the classic pro elf enthusiast move. It's why people play pro elves, isn't it? Really, unless like they get a very like pro elf coaches, it's why they play it. Well, there's a few reasons. Either they like the masks. That's one. That's one reason to play pro elves. People like the masks. Or they like basing the ball. That's basically the reasons to play pro elves. 1 and 2. Haircuts, yeah, okay, haircuts. Masks and haircuts, yeah. Fair enough. Nah, I don't think that. I think it's a misguided reason to play them. The Nerves of Steel, I don't think, is very good. I don't think the catches are very good in general. Like, which sounds mental, right? Because they're movement 8, well, like they're a reward answer, but the raw dancer without block and dodge, which are the two best things, like, you know, the two best skills in the game. So it's quite a fall off when you're paying nearly as much and you're losing both of them. And like you're losing the stack, right? Because dancers get block, dodge, leap, and then another skill, and you just get dodge. You're like 3 skills behind a dancer. That's brutal. Stab the side. I don't hate stabbing the sidestep because it fills one of the squares you want filled, doesn't it? They don't say ha. Yeah, saying ha was the reason to use high elves. There was literally no other reason than to use high elves than ha. The one turn's a fair thing. More than the Nerves of Steel is like a 1 turn, right? The 1 turn is certainly more valid on pro elves than other elves. Oh. Oh, so I guess he thinks if he... Wait! He didn't blitz him and he blocked him? Did he not blitz him? He just didn't blitz. He blitzed him and then didn't hit. And then he blocked him. And he didn't do it on 3 dice either. Not what I'd have done. Oh, blitz on the thrower. Oh, diabolical. Diabolical. I mean, if you're going to make this hit, you've just got to put your assassin in so you get 3 dice, right? I think. With, again, no rerolls, right? Just play safe. Safey, safey, safey. Maybe Ghorghor Bay's in tatters though mentally. It does seem like he is not playing as good as he can. But I mean, this is still dire for the Pro Elves. Only 7 players versus 10. 2 stuns, so we don't have a lot going for them now. Gonna have to roll a bunch of dice. Oh, full pout. Telling people to validate. Yeah, but I wanted to see if Metal Malta was one of my potential opponents, right? But he's not. That's why he went for the thrower, because he knew he was going to remove him. Here we go. So he's going to 3-2 him, is he? 3-2 for a 1D? No, he's going to run all the way around. Does he reroll with overtime? He does. I think this is a terrible reroll, and I'll tell you why. Because now he's got 2 rerolls left with overtime, right? So if he stops the score, it's a great reroll. But can he stop the score? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elves and 2 stuns. No, I don't think he can stop the score with 5 elves. But maybe he can. But my assessment would be that I couldn't stop the score with 5 elves, so I wouldn't re-roll. But of course, he might stop the score with 5 elves, in which case, fair enough. Hate that because that was a follow-up block. Is he going to surf? Oh man, so I mean this has got the potential to go very wrong, isn't it? He's still got 3 turns left on top of this, but wow, okay, here we go. Surf him, just take the push. I mean, it guarantees getting the ball down, doesn't it? That's the thing. Oh, it's in 2 tackle zones! Yeah, it did have the potential to go a bit wrong. Oh dear. That's pretty funny, isn't it? Just quietly, if he'd put the player on the 7, he would have had a chance to catch it as well. Got to think about that. Put a player on the 7 when you're doing that player's elves or anybody. I realise it's a 1 in 18 to go to this square, but still, it's just good to have a player around there. But it's also good to have loads to react. So, like, I'm not blaming him for not putting one there. It's just funny that it would have had a chance to catch. But it's something to think about, you know, putting a player there in case of things. Oh, he's just not going for the pickup. He's put 3 tackle zones on the ball. But I mean, he can scatter this, can't he? The problem with putting tackle zones on the ball is he can just instantly scatter it. And if he gets a good one, maybe he can get away and maybe he can stop the score here. Yeah, I don't think you should leave the ball on the ground against elves. The problem with Ghorghor Bay doesn't want to pick it up 75%. Oh yeah, his opponent can. Wow. I mean his opponent. So it would have been 75% for Ghorghor Bay, but he doesn't want to use the reroll, does he? That's the problem. Oh! That was a 1 in 9. Failed. Stab! Second stab, Kaz. And he's got rid of the throw away! Oh well, I'm afraid Pikachon's hopes have died now, hasn't he? Now that the throw has been dealt with. Ghorghor Bay can go back to playing properly. His bloodlust has passed. And you can just hit everybody on the team. You can just knock over everybody on the team like that. That was the problem with going for the putting the rerolls in on this defense. If I was Pikachon, well, you've got to put in 1 reroll, right? Because you've one was the brilliant coaching reroll, and then maybe you put in the leader 1 as well, because Ghorghor Bay is really going for the leader 1. So I think you should have 3 rerolls though, not 1. You don't want to block without block, do you? So now you think about who's picking up the ball and where he's going and how you can cover the fail. I think he should have been the one to pick up the ball, so you'd have another player next to the ball if you failed it. Because he was like here, wasn't he? Was he here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he could have got there, and you'd have had another player near the ball if you failed. So slightly better to have picked up with that guy. Another Kaz. Absolutely disintegrated this Pro team. But if the Pros win the toss, they can get a 2-turn touchdown and go to kicks, right? The decent chance of getting to kicks if they win the toss. If they get KOs back, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. And if they had 3 rerolls and 8 players, they could definitely make a 2-turn touchdown. Especially with like, what's it called? No, it's a steal, isn't it? But instead, he's not lying down, and he's down to 1 reroll, so... You can't foul as Ghorghor Bay here, you're already down to 9 yourself. Can he make a complete wall? Oh, he's limited movement anyway, so he can easily wall off the people who can reach. There's no need for him to be here, he's not doing anything. That's literally One player who can reach the ball. So just fill in these 3 squares. This guy does nothing. This shouldn't be a witch elf either, right? This can be a lino. Witch elf. Imagine if your witch elf just gets killed on a blitz pointlessly. Make it a lino. He's just realised that. I wouldn't have even had the witch elf here, honestly. I would have had the witch elf there, and then just had the two Lionels exposed. He's going to rush the blitz, so he could just die here. Nope. So, I think, even with only 2 rerolls and overtime looming, I think you have to 3 dice. Or surf. So you've got 2 options. You can 3 into 3 this guy, or you can surf him. And we're 2 into 2ing, which is just clearly terrible. And because it could be 3 into 3. There's no reason to make this 2. He's got all these players. They're not doing anything. He's just scoring. Move your players around and make it 3 into 3. And blitz stab. As exactly, yes, Cap notes. You have to blitz stab, yeah. Yeah. Correct. The stab has got 0 downside, right? So you just open with a stab. 1,000,000%. It just can't turn over. So like you have to stab. And you have to 3 dice. If you're not going for the surf. Surf you'd have to do 2 dice. The surf isn't a terrible idea, but it's a bit risky, right? I don't have to use my last reroll. Whereas you're really unlucky to have to use your 3 reroll. And obviously if you hex a skull and then lose, then you're really, really unlucky. But you could have not 3D'd, I guess. But I wouldn't have 2D'd. I mean, there's no reason to ever 2 dice, right? The cost is players moving, and that cost doesn't apply on turn 8 or 16 or whatever. Right, 6 players, maybe 8. Oh God, he failed his 2 and he made his 2. This is a bit of a dicing, right? I'm sure Pikachon is going to feel very, very, very hard done by. He's failed loads of KO rolls. Yeah, you could set up for the timeout. You've got a really good chance of the timeout. Probably not a good chance of the 1 turn, so just set up for the timeout. Even the quick snap, this looks hard, doesn't it? So few players. No sidestep. Technically sidestep, but you know what I mean, not on the movement 8. So I think just set up for the timeout and you just win. Like you literally just win, right? Like PC versus Chunter. If you get the timeout here, you can just win. He did have another throw, but it's failed its KO. So that could come back. He could have 8 for overtime, and he could win the toss. And if he starts with even 7 players, he can still 2 turn potentially, can't he? Yeah, the Dark Elf should have set up to stop timeout, in my opinion. Is it my opinion or is it just fact? It's probably just fact, but I can say my opinion. I guess. A lot of time bank, well, not time bank, a lot of time used. Is he trying to figure out a one turn? This seems like ridiculously hard. I wouldn't think of the timeout here. Sorry, I wouldn't think of the one turn here. I don't think I'd even think of the quick snap one turn either. It just looks too hard. Don't bother. Yeah, he should have. I mean, it's a weird one, right? Because taking hits can have value, and you're more likely than not to not get the timeout. And if you make like 2 removals here, that's going to help you for overtime if you win the toss. So it's hard to say it's wrong to take hits. Though there's certainly an argument for if you take hits, you know, if you set up for the timeout, you'd be hitting this guy with tackle, which is a hell of a removal to make, isn't it? So now, well, he's dodging to do it here anyway, so it wasn't even really a take hit setup, was it? Dodging away from a block he could have made. So yeah, he definitely had to set up for a timeout. Oh my god, the KOs fail again. And he's lost the toss. Well, there you go. Pikachon can quite rightly call this a comedy mega dicing. But I don't think, you know, I don't think he would have necessarily won if it wasn't. But, I mean, it was a dicing, wasn't it? So there you go. A pointless dicing that probably nobody would have won. This means Ghorghor Bay is going to be in the 2-1 bracket, and so is Pikachon. So there's a chance of Misspelled Tree maybe getting an easier match, and there's a chance of me maybe getting a harder match. So, or an easier match, depending. So that's the big interest now, is 2-1 wins, to see if that shakes up the next round. Yes, I mean, technically you're right, Hydra PFI, yep. Ghorghor Bay could quad skull into his own death, and then Pikachon could 2D into death, and then the same thing could happen the next turn, and then all of a sudden it's a 4-player swing, and then all of a sudden Ghorghor Bay loses. So it is possible, but like, that's how kind of crazy it would have to be, right? It's super crazy to get back into this. But it is possible. It's possible it's not over. Don't say it's over. What's actually going to happen is he's going to stab that catcher and kill it, then block a lino and KO it, then block a lino and KO it, and there's really no chance. Could have just gone entirely anti-blitz, right? Hasn't bothered. Like, it's still fine anti-blitz, it's just not completely mega blitz, completely anti-blitz, is it? You could take out these two and put them there and make it completely anti-blitz. There's the timeout that Pikachon needed last time. Yeah, I'm sorry Elliot. Don't say it's over. Poor. Bit rowdy. There's a removal. There's the KO. Called the KO. Didn't get the Kaz on the assassin stab, but did get the KO on the LOS ball. Not all safe moves first here, is it? Like it should have been. You know, like these guys could have been like there and there, right? And this guy could have been over there, and then this guy could have been here, and then that guy could have blitzed and then gone out and stuff. So could have all been a bit neater and tidier. You can always open with the stab, but after that you should do your safe moves. So it's not terrible if you double or quad skull. I don't like this. So the good thing is he's got a gap around the ball so that it won't go right in front of the proels. But by going back like this, he's like inviting the proels onto him, isn't he? He's inviting the pressure, and like more than keeping a higher line. So I prefer the higher line always, almost always. I mean, it helps when you've got twice as many players as them. Even if he splits his team, he's still outnumbered. Even if he makes literally half of the team not matter, he's still outnumbered 3 and 5. So, you know, you can't really do anything wrong except stop absolute extreme failure state. That's all you've got to care about. It should be very easy for Ghorghor Bay from here on in. Trivial, that's a word people like to say, isn't it? I've noticed. Don't know if anyone watches Davo here. That small, lesser known streamer, Andrew Davo. I feel like he's learned the word delta recently. Because I never heard him say it. And now he seems to say delta in like every sentence. So there you go. I wasn't trying to be mean there, but please don't be mean. It's just something I noticed. He's just literally saying delta all the time. Like he said it like about 3 times in like 5 minutes, like about a week ago, and I was going to say if you just got a D in the dictionary, Davo. And I didn't say it because I thought, you know, people might think I'm being mean if I said that, so I didn't say it. And then, but then he just continues to just say it all the time. Like honestly, it's like he's just started using it and can't stop. Meat cube, exactly, LT. Don't venture out of your own half. Just do the safe moves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ball here. Make a full H cage. Then run around, blitz this guy into a follow-up hit. Blah 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 blah. Mega safe. Nice guy. Look, it's okay saying it so that you can, like, if I did it by text, I thought people might take it the wrong way and think I was being a prick, right? Whereas now I can say it jovially on my stream and people can know there's no ill will, hopefully, and don't think I'm a hater and think it's just having a chuckle with a buddy, which is what it was meant as. But I thought, you know, given my history, people tend to think I'm being a twat all the time. So he's not playing safe here, is he? If he quad skulls this guy can get blocked and then he can hit the ball. So he managed to not play it completely safely. Gets a KO, no problem. Again, like, just move the safe first, right? Like, get this one up there or whatever. Get this here, out there. Do something, right? Just get more safe moves. So if it fails, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, put this out there. You know, just do the safe moves so that if abject failure happens, You know, like you haven't got him on at the back. You've only got one player on the back. He can uphill him, pow him, then he can hit the back. So like, oh my god, he's moving away from the ball even. So like, you know, you just need to play this super mega safe here as Ghorghor Bay. That's what I think. And it's got 2 rerolls, right? So like it's not even crazy, right? But like things can still happen, right? You can still quad skull. Like the thing with this situation is you're so far ahead. There's one thing that stops you, and it's quad skulls, right? So just don't stop the quad skulls. So like don't let quad skulls stop you. And then the other thing that stops you is an elf rolling some elf BS, right? Like what's this? A 3+. We can pow him, and then it's just a 5+ in. It's not a 4+ in, sorry. If you uphill power this guy, it's a 4+ to 1D the ball. And like, yeah, okay, that's a 4-6. But it can happen, right? It can happen. And there's just no need for it to be possible. You can just make it, you know, a 6 in and stuff, and then uphills, and like, you just need to just go mega ridiculously safe. I mean, saying he's asking to be diced is arguably a bit harsh, but he's not shutting it down as much as he should, is he? Or as much as he could. I think should. Because there's no value. You don't need to remove any of these 4, right? There's 4 L's. You don't need to remove any of them. You don't need to constrict where they can move even. You just need to not get sacked, and you'll win. They can't screen you. There's 4 players. They can roll dice to sack you, and you can quad skull. So you just try to stop those 2 extremes in the safest way possible. Shadowing fails, diced. So like here you could have the Vengabus, right? Because the Vengabus would make it so that you can only get uphill blocked, which makes sense. So you could like Vengabus. So I'd hear like Vengabus with a filled in Vengabus. So you can, you know, it's slightly better than a H cage, isn't it then? You could have like a double H cage. You could have an extended H cage, so that it's a 6+ to dodge in, and it's uphill. Extended H cage. That's pretty good, right? Pretty good here, an extended H cage. 6+ to dodge in, and it's a guaranteed uphill. Takes 8 players for that cage, but like it's where he could have been, right? I'm not Torek, because look, he can do a Vengabus here. He's not actually doing a Vengabus, but if he did a Vengabus, then he wants the front filled so that he couldn't give away a 1D. And then if you're going to fill in the front, you might as well fill in the back as well. I mean, is it toxic to play the best deck? I never used to play generally I didn't used to play the best deck in Magic. I used to try and find a way to beat the best deck because I found that interesting, but playing the best deck is definitely the best way to win at Magic the Gathering. Or at least was historically. Twists are not a good thing if you want to win. There's just no need. What I found out with Magic was there's like the pros are loads better than the not pros, right? And no matter how clever you think you are at Magic, the pros are better because they get better practice. That's the main thing, right? Like, they just put more hours in than you, and they get quality practice. Okay, well there, look, he's managed to do something. He managed to somehow not control the 4 players that were left and not fully cage. So now there's a bloodstepper on the ball and a bloodstepper on the back of the cage, and he's somehow a tiny little bit in trouble. It's hard to call this trouble, but you know, there's like there's the illusion of trouble, isn't there? Pushes him off. He's probably got a Thomas T step now and keep the pressure on. Just hope he doesn't get powered. No, I think honestly, there's a lot of value in sidestepping here. Again, not saying this is wrong or anything, right? This sidestep, but if you'd sidestep there and don't get powered, then it eats another activation, right? It's probably a good thing. Yeah, exactly, and you just can't do that as a normal person, right? You play with your idiot friends in their idiot decks, and you think that this thing might be the best, and then you think, oh, I can do this, and it's just no point. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy that he's still in with a shout, isn't it? Like, he shouldn't be. He just shouldn't be able to not give up. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this shouldn't be a possibility that he's not able to give up. Why did we go down? So you can rush? What? Okay. I mean, he's going to do the same thing again, right? Blitz the cage corner. Have the other elves somewhere. Just fancy to rush. Big fan of, what are those people called? Legion of Doom. Gets a full power. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 maybe? Oh, no, just rush and go on all them. Okay, there we go. Does the extra dice. I don't hate that, right? Even with one reroll, it really sucks, but like, he's not one turning, is he? And he's not holding it for kicks, so just getting there and getting a bit more annoying might work. It's definitely not forcing a score, Toxic Matthew. It's forcing a 2+ dodge with dodge. So he's doing all of this to force, you know, a move that a lot of elf coaches do for fun. So he literally just did it for fun last turn, right? He did a rush for no reason last turn. So it's just dodge into the other cage, right? You just blitz this guy, make a cage here, and dodge into it. Like, you don't even have to solve this problem. Yeah, it is. It's more than he should have. Absolutely, it's absolutely more than he should have. Ghorghor Bears kind of made a right pig's ear of this, I think. You know, whether it's playoff nerves or what, who knows? It could even hand off rather than dodge, right? That's not a bad idea. You could just hand off. Well, I mean, if he wants to get away, Reptro, I'm not saying he should dodge. But what I'm saying is, Pikachon's like dream state is that he fails a dodge. Like that's all he can hope for, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, Retro. So maybe I wasn't explaining it well, but Pikachon's success state is Ghorghor Bay attempting a dodge, right? Like that's his success state. That is the worst thing that he can do, as Artemis says. Like that's the best thing that can happen from all of that turn, and it's still just a 1 in 36. Though, of course, what it can happen is him not caging the ball. It can also happen. I was wrong on that. What can happen is him doing a dodge and not protecting the ball at all. Yep, this is not good. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Wow. And he's not even going for the ball. Okay, well, I think he should have gone for the ball. 4 plus into 2 dice in. I don't know, that seems alright. It is understandable, right? It's understandable. It legitimately is understandable. People panic / take it easy, all the rest of it. But again, you know, like by doing this, the best thing Pikachon's got is a dodge away. Which is a 1 in 36. Like, you're better uphilling him, aren't you? You're better off uphilling him because you can re-roll that 1 in 36. So, as much as Pikachon is doing his best to, like, you know, get in the way and tag him and make him, and, you know, make him do... Again, like, he's not really making him do 1 in 36s because Ghorghor Bay is choosing to do these 1 in 36s. But... you know, even if they happen, he's only made him like do 2 or 3 or whatever. Like, and I'm not saying that as a knock on Pikachon. It's just how low his chances of doing anything are. You know what I mean? Like how bad his situation is. That's what I'm saying. I'm not slating him for that. Oh, he dodged when he could have blocked, actually, right? He could have just blocked this guy. Now he's rushing as well. Oh. Oh. Flip me. Flipping me. And now he's got to go for the ball, right? Because you can't just hope he 1 in 36s. Like, you've got to go for a 1D, like, so he just has to go for the 1D this time. Has to. Well, he should be on 2. You've got to hit with this guy and then get it with him. He should have gone here, and then he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you have to hit the ball. You would have powered him. You have to hit the ball. If he dodged it and hit the ball, ball goes there, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, off, wins. Literally wins. Like, you can win if you scatter the ball here. Okay, 1 in 9. But like, you just fully win. If you get the ball to him and he dodges away, you literally win. You had to go for the ball there. I mean, I think that's explained, isn't it? You have to go for the ball. You just have to. This isn't even making him dodge, right? Like, wow, that was the wrong thing there with 4 players. So that is actual criticism of yeah, he's got a reroll lower bell. So you'd have had a 5+ in. I just said it would have been a power, you know what I mean. You'd have had a 5+ in, so you'd have had dodge on the 5+ in, maybe. And then a 1D power. He could have scored, re-rolled it into a power, right? Doesn't matter which one it was. Like, a 1D pow is 30%. And Ghorghor based snaking is 1 in 30, like, is 1 in 36, is 3%, 2.8%. So you can take a 30.5% chance or a 2.8% chance. One of those is a lot better. Yes, exactly, J. Lee. Well, the problem is he had frenzy, didn't he? So he probably didn't want to think about that. Just blitz with block. So, and it's there is a thing of, like, you know, it's easier to say you should do this with, yeah, but he could have fixed it, Chaos Wally. I'm sure he had the players. I'm sure he had the players to fix it. But it was easier to just do with block, wasn't it? Wrong, but easier. It's easy to say you've got to go for the 1D, but then you play yourself and you think, oh, maybe I can just tag him and, you know, it'll work. You know, like I had one in arena finals or whatever where I could have, like, made a dodge to surf. Maybe, the PI game. It was the PI game, wasn't it, versus the Lizards? I could have dodged in on a 6 to surf his skink. And I just didn't. I blitzed the cage corner and tried to stay in the way. And, you know, like, maybe I could have. Maybe it was right, but it's a lot harder. Like, you know, if I was watching it, I'd have probably said, "We'll just dodge in and surf him." Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's the only chance you've got. So it is harder when you're playing the game to, like, pull the trigger on there. Yes, could have done that, Jilly. Yes, exactly. Chaos Wally, like, you know, not. I'm just talking in a blood-bowling way, whether something's wrong or right, isn't it? Like, that's kind of objective in a way, isn't it? That trying to roll a pow is better than hoping they'll snake or hoping they'll quad skull or whatever. But yes, of course, I mean, it's 24 turns, it's an hour and 33 minutes. Both of their nerves are shot. It also, Pikachon's been diced, right? So he's got that in his head, that he's been diced. He's obviously not very happy about getting diced to death. Comedy Mega. He had 4 players on the pitch, so, you know, not blaming him for doing that. Ghorghor Bay should have remained focused and won easily. So he's played worse in regard to. He should have just made it. He should have shut that down. Really should have shut everything down there. But there is pressure, isn't there? There is pressure. Much more pressure than, like, something like Euroball, which is just a fun day out in Europe that people will be having on tabletop. This is for actual money, isn't it? So the highest stakes Blood Bowl there is the World Championship. So that's fair enough, isn't it? This is a 2-1, so this could be interesting for Tree and me. He's not one-turning. He's not even set up for the one-turn. Dude, he's not even set up for the 1 turn. Make it stop. Ghorghor Bay, make it stop. But yeah, probably not thinking straight. Like it's hard. It is hard to keep thinking straight throughout the whole game. Of course it is. Pressure, exhaustion. You know. Many times I've played a game for an hour and a half, and then the last turn just make a stupid mistake and then lose, and you're like, what a rubbish game, eh? So I'm not hating on the coaches for the mistakes. It's just highlighting them so that people watching can think, oh right, I won't do that then. Quaking in my boots, indeed, Christopher B. Indeed. You need to find out which coaches have got the Chrissy B build, and then like make a Chrissy B tracker. How all the builds go. Nah, I nearly scored. Look, it's fair enough. People doing this as well, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean? They're in the game. They can do what they want, can't they? Well, there you go. Congratulations, Ghorghor Bay. Round of 32 last time. Wins his first playing game this time. Commiserations to Pikachon. He's absolutely got his pants diced off, didn't he? So, but he'll get a second chance. So there you go, at least. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And stay fantastic.